Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the weekly podcast zone. And in last week's episode, well, actually, I don't know the full order of the episodes this time anymore because we are working on other ones in the meantime. But anyway, this week's episode of the podcast zone, we're going to be talking a bit about news that we didn't quite believe in, but we'll get to that in a bit. Anyway, as usual, this week I'm joined by TakuStar.
Hey guys, TakuStar back here for another episode today.
Yeah, and like I was saying, in this week's Direct, we'll be talking about the Super Mario Bros. 35th Anniversary Direct. Now, as I mentioned in that intro, we may have not had enough faith in Nintendo about how we thought the news would be coming out, or at least how soon it would be coming out. But back on Thursday, Nintendo shadow dropped another Direct, and of course it was the Mario Bros. Anniversary Directs. Something we completely weren't expecting. I know I definitely wasn't. But during the Direct, they spoke about quite a few games, quite a few Mario games, alongside a few toys as well, and other products that we'll be seeing in the very near future. But anyway, of course, September being Mario's anniversary, 35th anniversary, so happy birthday to the plumber. That's all I have to say. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on to some of the content that they covered in this Direct. So, first up, Nintendo started with their very first handheld ever made, which was first produced back in 1980 and didn't finish production until 1991. And this is the Game & Watch, which is Super Mario Bros. Edition, or more specifically, the 35th Anniversary Edition. And with this Game & Watch came the original Mario Bros. Games, as if they couldn't release it any more times. A clock, much like the old Game & Watch, which I believe they mentioned had 35 unique features. I don't exactly know what the unique features are, but I'm sure we'll find out soon. Alongside Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. And then finishing it off, we had a remake of Ball, the classic, or I believe that was the first Game & Watch game. But of course, as everything else, Mario Edition with a giant plumber's head slapped in the middle of the Mr. Game & Watch character. Oh, an LCD screen, of course. TakuStar, what do you think of this Game & Watch? I mean, me personally, I was thinking, as soon as I saw it and its limited production, I sort of thought this is going to be Scalper's haven, or Scalpers are going to jump on this in a second. But I mean, what are your thoughts on this?
Most definitely. Like for the bigger Mario fans, I mean, since it's like I think they said it's like a limited collection, so it'd be something for them to definitely look forward to, I guess. But obviously, we're not really here to talk about the those type of things. But obviously, I understand, like, guys or people that have been following Mario the past 35 years. That's that's something for them to look forward to.
Yeah, definitely. And like personally, I'm probably going to be picking up one, or think in this. I think I definitely will. You know, who knows? Maybe I'll even get two, because as I was saying, I know the scalpers, they're going to jump on this one as soon as possible. So I'm kind of thinking I might just get one, because I think this is going to be a really good collector's item in the future. So I might just get one and then get another one, which will remain in the box for the entire time. So yeah, but I thought it was really interesting, and of course, Mr. Game & Watch being the best character in Smash Brothers. You know, no bias here, of course, but no, it's cool. I've always wanted to get a Game & Watch device, which I was going to get one. I wanted to get one in Club Nintendo because they used to sell the Game & Watch things, but unfortunately, I just got enough points just as it expired. So yeah, it was never to be. Maybe I'll get my chance again. But anyway, yeah, I can't really see too much else to talk about with the Game & Watch device. Overall, I thought it was a pretty cool device, and I'll probably be picking one up. Anyway, so for the next game, we had Super Mario 3D World for Switch. And when I first started watching this, I don't know if I think we were talking about this last time, how we were very, very disappointed the first time with Wii U when they advertised it, and we were getting a bit bored. Yeah. I have to admit, I had a very similar feeling this time in the beginning. I was like, oh no, is this just going to be a direct port? Are we going to get the Pokken tournament type treatment, which only added in minimal, few characters, one stage, minimal stuff. But as I watched on a bit further, it did get a bit better, and we had the I believe it was called the Bowser's Fury add-on, alongside a few other features that Nintendo spoke about on their website, which I'll mention after. But what were your impressions of this?
Like similar to you, when I saw the first trailer, I just thought, it's a good game. Played it before, but what can they wow me with? So I saw like the initial trailer. I was like, oh my days! Like it's just gonna be a direct port, and then they hit us with the Bowser's Fury logo.
Yeah.
Then it zoomed into like that new world, and then I was like, oh wow, like this is like new stuff. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna have to double dip with that game.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking as well I might end up getting it because I have to admit they haven't shown too much content in the Bowser's Fury part. I should mention it's called, I believe it's Bowser's Fury World in the Japanese version. But anyway, I was going to say, I don't think they showed too much content, but I'm kind of getting like the raining, we had Cat Mario there alongside like the raining environment and everything. But I was going to say everything in the environment looked kind of giant, like the giant rings and the giant bell with like the spikes on. So I'm kind of wondering, will we get a taste of Bowser's gameplay? Maybe a playable Bowser or something? I don't know. I mean, some of the objects in the back kind of look like normal sized, small, with like the moving fences and stuff. But a man can dream. Like playable Bowser mode, I can keep on dreaming. But no, it looked quite interesting, the expansion. I would like to see a bit more details of it, but it looked good for what it was, or from what we saw anyway. Actually, another thing as well that I should mention, and something that was completely missed out in the Direct, is the fact that there is an online multiplayer mode with this game. Nintendo confirmed it on the website, which is kind of crazy. For me, that's like a huge selling point. Like, that's one of the things I would have put on straight away on the website, especially during these times, when certain viruses are taking over, so we have to all stay inside and isolate. So, yeah, huge feature there. And another thing as well. And it was also the Amiibos. There was a Cat Mario and Cat Peach Amiibo that was available or coming out around the time that this releases. So yeah, that was another thing they missed out. But apart from that, I don't think there was too many other details that Nintendo mentioned. But still, I did find it kind of odd without that multiplayer, or omitting the multiplayer from the actual Direct. Oh, and I should mention as well, it's also coming out on Switch on the 12th of February 2021. And that's another thing, I was kind of surprised that it wasn't coming out sooner, just because it was mostly a port. But maybe I'm starting to think maybe they're adding a lot more than we actually think. I mean, any thoughts on that, TakuStar?
I think, maybe. And considering that game was, it had Wii U functionality, so I'd imagine it's taken a while for them to actually, to be honest, because Mario Galaxy is coming on Switch in a couple of days.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, so
and we'll get to that in a second. We will get to that in a second in more detail. Don't worry.
But I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. It's really weird why that one's coming a bit later. It's a really old one.
Yeah, no, it's questionable as well. Actually, a few other features before I forget, I was going to say, one of the questions that I'd want to know is just how certain modes are going to work. Like, I remember certain stages, there was like the blow the gamepad stage where, it would cause platforms to move up if you blew into the Wii U gamepad. And other things like the Captain Toad stages as well. We have like an entire Captain Toad game spin-off, or like a separate game that you can buy. I wonder if they're going to modify any of the stages there, but again, questions that we have to wait for answers. Anyway, and also as well, I should mention Super Mario Bros. The Game & Watch thing was actually coming on the 13th of November, so get those pre-order fingers ready, guys. So, following Super Mario 3D World Switch, we had Super Mario Bros. 35. And wow, this is the Mario version. It's pretty much Tetris 99 Mario Brothers edition. Now, Super Mario Bros. 35, as the title suggests, or as the number suggests, you'll be able to play with 34 other players, so 35 people in total. And how it works is that you'll pretty much run around in normal levels. They didn't mention how many levels there'll be, but from what I could see is like World 1-1 and 1-2, the underground section. But what happens is you play through it, and then you can send enemies to other players as you play, alongside being able to spin a roulette that will give you power-ups depending on how many coins you have. Again, I'm a huge Tetris fan. I love Tetris 99, but I don't know how to feel about this one. I mean, I'll definitely try it out, but I don't know. What are your thoughts, TakuStar?
I thought it was it's a nice, good way to innovate and these old games and use it online, and obviously with everyone, a lot of children having the what do you call it? The what's that genre called again? All the kids are playing the battle royale genre.
Oh, battle royale! Oh, of course,
So
can't forget about that.
yeah, implementing that kind of genre for these old games. I feel like it's a good thing, and obviously keeps them alive as well and relevant in today's gaming scene. But I would definitely give it a go. I never played Tetris. What's it, Tetris 99?
Tetris 99. Yeah.
I never played that, so I don't know what it was like. Obviously, this is more up my alley, I'd imagine. So
understandable. And I'll just say, if you don't play Tetris too often, I'd probably say stay away from Tetris 99 because it can get absolutely brutal. Or if anything, like maybe purchase the game because it's for free for the Tetris 99. But if you purchase it, you'll get additional modes like marathon modes, which is great for just practicing. So yeah. But anyway. No, pretty brutal game, and I can imagine that Super Mario Bros. 35 will be just as brutal when you get the pros on there. But yeah, actually, the most bizarre thing that I wanted to mention about it is just the fact that it's only available. I mean, it comes out on the 1st of October of this year, but it's only available until the 31st of March next year, which is kind of crazy. It is kind of strange. Yeah, in my opinion, this is like even if they wanted to just sell it after the date, it still seems like a genre that will be really, really popular. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
So could you repeat the message again?
Oh no, I was just saying that, like, it's only between the 1st of October until 31st of March next year, and I was just saying they could, it's a limited run. And I was saying that they could pretty much, Nintendo have a gold mine here. They could be selling this game after, even if they sold it after the release date. Yeah,
I think that's what they'll probably do. What they'll have it as a digital online game or whatnot, and then after that, to make more money, they'll create. Because I don't know if it's going to be free to play or not.
So when it first comes out, it's free to play for anyone that has online membership.
Okay.
So it's same model as Tetris 99.
Yeah. So I'm guessing what they'll do is they'll release it as a digital only game, and then obviously I don't know if it's got free to play like gacha stuff and stuff like that in there. So and then
the microtransactions stuff.
The microtransactions, yeah. So what I think they'll do is I don't think they said they'll never do microtransaction stuff with Mario. Actually, I remember in one of their
See, I think I remember. Yeah, I think I remember hearing something similar as well. But then Mario Kart Tour happened, so exactly, I don't want to.
Yeah, so I don't know,
yeah.
But I think what they're trying to do is double dip. So they'll release a box version maybe afterwards if the game really takes off. If the game doesn't take off, they can just take it off the online. So
yeah, it's possible. But I just hope that they do keep it around because just the explanation that they've given it gives the impression that it will be gone after. So hopefully that is the case and it's not just going to disappear off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Anyway, so after Super Mario Bros. 35, we had something that wasn't a game this time. This was the next entry in the Mario Kart series, except not quite. Yes, but no, I should say. So this is Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, and it pretty much it's Mario Kart. The Mario Kart that every child would beg their parents for on Christmas. AKA, it's like a go-kart and Mario Kart in one. Has a camera attached onto it, and you can generate courses based on the environment that it's around. So, for example, you're in your living room, you want to race the car around your couch, then it will generate a full course for you, and also other CPUs. By the looks of it, other CPUs that you can race with. On the website as well, I should mention that there's it retails for $99, and there's also a Mario and Luigi version, so you can get the individual kart races. TakuStar, what are your thoughts on this one?
I thought the idea is really cool, but Nintendo always does these like ideas where it's cool, but then like they don't last long. Like no one's gonna really be talking about this in like 2 years' time. But it's a neat idea. I think it's very innovative. I think as an idea.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I'll spend money on it. Me personally, it's cool. It's a cool idea.
Yeah. No, I mean, I know the conversion. It might be slightly cheap for us over here. Slightly cheaper for us over here in the UK. But I mean, I don't think Nintendo are going to get £90+ out of my pockets, honestly. But no, if I was a child still, I mean, although I am still probably the biggest child you ever speak to, but when I was younger, this is something I probably would have begged my parents for non-stop. So
I would have cried if my mum didn't get me this if I was younger. I'd throw a tantrum, but yeah, no, as an idea, it's very innovative. It's just obviously we just want the games, so
yeah. Agreed. I mean, when I mentioned to Nintendo, when I was talking about the next Nintendo, I wanted it to be like a Nintendo's All Star. This is certainly not what I had in mind, but as you said, it's still an innovative idea. Nintendo always seems to be going in new directions, so cool concept. But I think they'd need to show me a lot more for me to purchase this one.
Yeah.
But still a thumbs up from me though in terms of innovation. So moving on from Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, we had the My Nintendo Online missions. And funnily enough, it's like when we spoke the other day about Club Nintendo rewards and stuff like that, how it was retired. Funnily enough, this is kind of like a Club Nintendo type, or it seems very similar. So what you do is you answer questions and other type of like questions about the Super Mario franchise and other stuff which they haven't fully revealed yet. But all in all, once you get that and accumulate a certain number of points, then you can get pins/badges, all of which focus around the 35th anniversary of Mario. Now, I want to mention that I watched all three of the 35th anniversary directs, and this one only appeared in the American and Japanese one. So unfortunately, I think we might be missing out over here in Europe. But apart from that, what are your thoughts on this one?
I think I missed that one out. I think I skipped it.
Oh.
It was like to be honest, when it wasn't games being shown, I was skipping most of the times.
Yeah, understandable. And I was going to say as well, like just the fact that it's not present in the UK one at all. So maybe you could have been watching the UK one, which is understandable. Yeah. Anyway, I don't really have much else to add, or else I'll probably work myself up into tears for the stuff that we missed. But anyway, I think I'll move on very, very quickly. So after that, we had Mario Kart Tour expansion. And this included Classic Mario, an event that included Classic Mario alongside Classic Donkey Kong Jr., a character that was long forgotten since the 2D entries. But pretty much a character, or how they appeared in the first Mario Kart, the Super Nintendo version. I personally don't have too much else to say. I try and avoid Mario Kart Tour like the plague, if I'm being completely honest, because I don't know if they've improved it since, but at launch, that game was a complete wreck. I mean, most people that I spoke to mentioned, or even just watching reviews as well on YouTube, most people mentioned that it seemed close to unplayable in terms of like the controls, which is a real shame because it's, Mario Kart, the Mario Kart name, it's just that you get that sense of quality in most cases. But unfortunately for me, Mario Kart 2, I'll probably be avoiding this one. Any thoughts, TakuStar?
I think I skipped that one as well, to be honest. I stopped. Yeah, I remember even when Mario Kart Tour came, I played it for a while, first couple of maybe for a week, and then I just dropped it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I was gonna say I didn't even you definitely got further than me because I didn't get to
download it.
I didn't even get to that point. No, it was just seeing everyone's reviews. I kind of thought, let me just save some space on my phone. Maybe I should try it. Maybe, who knows? Maybe this event will get me back into it again. But
yeah,
I don't know. For now, I think I'll probably be avoiding it. Anyway, so after Mario Kart Tour, I certainly don't have anything else to say about it. There was the Super Mario 35th anniversary merchandise that they released. So in the US Direct, they mentioned how you can obtain stuff from the New York City Nintendo store and Nintendo.com. In Japan, it was Nintendo Tokyo store. And over here in the UK, unfortunately, we didn't get any physical stores, but we did get the UK website where we could get certain things. And from what I can remember, it included pretty much like actually no, I was going to say there were trainers. There were Super Mario trainers, and there were also a few items of clothing, but exclusively to the Japanese version, there was like watches that they sold as well, so that looked pretty cool. TakuStar, did you get to see any of the merchandise, or is it just the just the game?
I probably just the games. I just switch when it comes to all the other stuff. I switch off. Like.
Yeah. No, we're all good. We're gamers. We're gamers at heart. We need the games. We don't need the merchandise. But if anyone is interested in that, it was like well, the UK version showed key rings. I have to admit, like they showed different things on the different versions, so I'm not entirely sure what will be available or if it will be exclusive on the region. But either way, you can check it all out on the site, whichever region you are. So you can double check and see exactly what they have to offer if you're interested in that one. Anyway, so moving back onto the games where we truly want to be, we had the Super Mario Maker 2 35th anniversary themed course, and this is, from what I could tell, this was like a limited or a timed course, it's like a speed run type course, pretty much dedicated to Mario's 35th anniversary. TakuStar, did you see any of this?
I don't think I did. I don't remember.
Yeah, that was, I have to admit, like the next few ones, they just kind of went over briefly, like it was really quick. So there was like a Super Mario Maker 2 35th anniversary themed course, and honestly, I didn't know too much myself because it, as I was saying, it just kind of just came and went very, very quickly.
That was like the biggest problem. Obviously, we can talk about it afterwards. Actually, about
yeah. But after the Mario, I mean, I don't even think there's too much else to say. I don't think they even mentioned the dates that it will be there, so kind of just a quick skim. But maybe they'll give us some more details closer to the time. Actually, then again, no, I don't even have Super Mario Maker 2, so I probably won't be getting this one. But I'll try and keep up an update on the news and maybe update you guys once there is some more information available. But anyway, after that, there was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It was like an online tournament, and that one was themed around Super Mario characters. So again, the dates weren't mentioned, but what it is basically just a tournament. You can play as all characters from the Super Mario franchise, alongside items from Super Mario franchise, stages from the Super Mario franchise, and of course, winnings from the Legend of Zelda series. No, I'm kidding. Of course, the Super Mario franchise, guys. So just fully Super Mario based. Likewise, in the UK version, there was a UK European Online Challenge. They called it the UK European Online Challenge Superstar Showdown. So not something that rolls right off the tongue, but that's just another thing. They didn't mention exact date for that as well, so we'll just have to wait for more information. But not entirely sure how it varies as much. I guess it's just like a tournament possibly with other live players. Not entirely sure, but either way, I'll look forward to information on that, because I am an avid Smash player. When I'm not filming podcasts, I'm playing Smash. So I'll probably like that one. So after that, there was a Splatoon 2, the Mario-themed Splatfest as well, and of course Nintendo lied to us, telling us that the final Splatfest would be last year, but of course they came back for another one. They had to squeeze a bit more out of these Splatfests because there was a Super Mario themed one, and from what I could tell of the images, it showed it was like a power-up star versus the invincibility star versus the mushroom, the super mushroom. They didn't specify whether that will be the final topic that they're gonna make you vote for or against, but it was the icons that came up, so I'm kind of assuming that's what it's gonna be. TakuStar, do you have any thoughts on that? Wait, first of all, Mega Mushroom or Invincibility Star?
It's got to be Mega Mushroom, because I like stomping and stuff. So
yeah, that's true. It was. Wait a second. Wait, was it? Actually, I'm getting confused. What's the normal mushroom called? Is it just mushroom?
It's just called Super Mushroom.
Oh, it's just Super Mushroom. Okay, sorry, it was the Super Mushroom. I'm getting confused. I know the Mega Mushroom. That's the big one, isn't it?
That's the big orange one. Yeah.
So I'm getting confused.
I said it's got to be Invincibility Star.
Invincibility Star. Yeah. See, I was sort of leaning towards the Invincibility Star because it's that cool, that cool power up. But I mean, the Super Mushroom, that is pretty iconic. So
yeah,
that's a pretty iconic one. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't played Splatoon 2 personally, but maybe it's a good thing because I don't know if I'd be able to choose between those. It's like choosing between two children. It's just they're both too iconic now.
Yeah.
But actually, no, they did specify that it will be coming in January, so you won't have to wait. Well, that's a good few months away, but either way, you will get another Splatfest. So Splatoon 2 fans, I'm sure you'll be happy with that one. So next up, it also showed a few more key rings and keychains for my Nintendo rewards. Pretty much more merchandise, similar to the stuff that you could find in the Nintendo store. Animal Crossing, New Horizons. There was like new furniture. Was it Dream? Oh no, sorry, this is a different section. My notes are going crazy at the moment. But anyway, Nintendo advertised that there'd be new furniture for Animal Crossing's New Horizons. So hopefully it won't end up like that Easter event where you'll be finding Easter eggs everywhere. But
yeah.
pull it off well, I think it'll be pretty cool. What do you think, TakuStar? I think you're more qualified than me because I haven't.
Well, I haven't played Animal Crossing for like 3 months now. So yeah.
What do you think? Is this the event that will pull you back into the world of Animal Crossing?
I don't know. I think I'll probably start playing it around winter time just because of Christmas and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I'll start playing it.
Yeah, no, makes sense. Nothing like giving Tom Nook your precious bells during wintertime when you're stuck inside and you can't really. It's too cold to go outside.
Exactly.
That evil Tanuki is waiting for you to return. But yeah, as I was saying, I think you're definitely more qualified than me because I still haven't played New Horizons, to be honest. So I'm in that small percentage that hasn't tried it out yet. Also, shout out to Animal Crossing's New Horizons because I believe it's the second best selling Switch game now, out just behind Mario Kart Deluxe. So yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
I guess the pandemic kind of
It was like it was the perfect game during the pandemic.
Yeah, perfect game. Oh yeah, then again, I know we haven't really spoke about Animal Crossing's New Horizons because when we started the podcast, it was much later and it already released a few months back. But yeah, no, great game from what we've seen so far. Anyway, moving on, there was some even more merchandise here. So I have the store, and I believe they just showed a few clothes, other trainers. I believe they called this one the RS Dreamer Super Mario 64 trainers, alongside some more clothing, as I mentioned. Oh, there was also some Monopoly, Super Mario 35th Anniversary Monopoly, alongside figures, and these slightly varied between the regions. But one thing that us UK goers do have over America and Japan, we have Kinder Egg Mario toys. So I'm sorry, America, no Kinder Eggs for you. I know they're still banned in America, so unfortunately...
They're banned in America?
They are banned in America, yeah.
Oh,
Kinder
wow.
Eggs are banned in America. I believe it was to do with like the small toys in there. They saw it as a joke.
Oh, well, the kids would like eat them and choke. Yeah.
Something like yeah. I have to. Anyone, feel free to correct me, but I know they are banned in America. I don't know if they've been unbanned recently or anything, but as far as I'm aware, they are still banned. So yeah, but I believe they call them Kinder Joy eggs now or something. They've slightly changed the name, but anyway, America, you might have got 35th anniversary pins, but we have Kinder eggs, so you know. Yeah. Anyway, so back once again to the games. We have Super Mario All Stars, and this is a re-release on the Super Nintendo Online. This is for the online, or people that have online memberships, and this is pretty much Super Mario All Stars, the Super Nintendo version that you remember, but with an audio and visual update. This included the first Super Mario Bros., of course, Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. 3, and Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, or as Japan likes to call Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. USA. So, TakuStar, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I thought this was a good inclusion in the direct because I've never played the remastered versions of the first games that came out on the NES. So yeah, this was definitely something that I appreciated.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty cool update for anyone that missed it. But I have to admit, so just last year I had my Super Nintendo sitting around, and I had a few games there. I had a small collection there. And I went online, and what did I see? A cartridge for Super Mario All Stars. So I thought, you know what, let me just buy this. You know, Nintendo aren't going to do anything. They're not going to get any other Mario Brothers. You know, they've released it like 1,000 times. They're not going to release it again, are they? But no, they released it again.
Yeah.
So I spent money on a cartridge for no reason. But I mean, I don't know. I guess I've got the original experience, even though there's no rewind feature or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'll be suffering. But anyway, I believe it released on the same day as the Direct. So yeah, you can. It's all free for anyone to go and play it now, I guess. So yeah. But as I was saying, always nice to have an audio and visual update. And of course the replay feature or the rewind feature on there, which is invaluable alongside save states. So yeah, if you missed out playing those ones, then you get another chance to try it now. Anyway, so of course we had the Super Mario All Stars rumor floating around for quite some time, and I have to admit Nintendo nearly tricked me on that one, because I kind of thought, oh well, was that the rumor then? Was it just the classic Super Mario All Stars that they're going to be releasing for Super Nintendo? But nope, Nintendo right at the end, Nintendo announced the final game in their Direct, and this was of course Super Mario 3D All Stars. And wow, again, I definitely didn't see this coming. I kind of thought that Nintendo had just I thought this was all delayed. I thought the virus was going to delay things. I just did not see this coming, but nope, it's turned out the rumors were true. Quick note as well, Nintendo didn't announce this. Well, actually no, I believe they did briefly announce this on the Direct, but the specs for each of the games, or I should even mention what games this comes with. So Super Mario 3D All Stars comes with Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. And the specs that they released after, I believe they did mention it briefly, but they had a full breakdown on the website. And for Mario 64, well, actually, let's go from back to front, because I've got a lot to say about 64. But we had Galaxy. In docked mode, it was 1920 by 1080p, and handheld was 1280 by 720p. For Sunshine, docked was 1920 times by 1080, and handheld 1280 times by 720. And for 64, we have 960 times by 720 for both docked and handheld. TakuStar, any thoughts on this? Like the whole package?
The whole package. I'm happy that the whole package is coming out. The only thing that I'm not happy about is obviously the specs of these games that are fairly old.
Yeah.
And running on a modern console, and I don't know why they can't run at a higher frame rate. Well, not frame rate, but a higher resolution. Yeah, it's just it's baffling when you have games that are being re-released like what's it, like Tide of Tasmanian Tiger and stuff like that, and games that are running at a higher frame rate, a higher resolution, but Mario 64 game that's nearly 30 years old now can't even touch 1080p.
Yeah, no, I completely agree as well. I mean, I have a lot to say about this. I know we spoke about it as well in the last podcast, or in our last few podcasts, depending on which order these come out. But yeah, we did speak recently about what we wanted to see if there was a 3D All Stars, and just when you see games, as you mentioned, with TY Tiger that recently came out in HD on the Switch, but one of the major ones that we both spoke about just before this podcast was Halo, the Master Chief Collection, which came out a few years back alongside the launch of the Xbox One. And one of the huge features, I mean, not only did they completely remaster both Combat Evolved and Halo 2, but they also had a feature where you could switch between the classics, the modern and the classic graphics seamlessly, like with a single touch of a button. No loading in the gameplay whatever. It was just instant, just add water, instant. So like it was such a huge feature, and I have to admit, maybe we got our hopes up a bit too much, but I completely agree with you. It's just this game is a very old game now. It's past the 20-year mark. What is it, around 24 years? I think it was it 96 or was it 90? 98, I think it was 98. But yeah, around that time. So such an old game at this point. You would have expected more, like at least 1080p and widescreen. I don't even think it goes in widescreen either. So that was a huge letdown. I mean, it's nice, as you were saying though. It is nice to see all these games together. These 3D main entries. These 3D main entries all together in one package. But again, it just left a lot to be desired, I think. In addition to this as well, it did have the complete soundtrack, so you can listen to the soundtrack from all three of those entries, from 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. And one of the things as well is that it's available for the what kind of like Super Mario Bros. 35. It's available from the 18th of September, which is, of course, I should have mentioned it's very soon. It's like literally 2 weeks away from the time of the Direct, or less than 2 weeks, I should say. But it's only available until March. And the crazy thing is that it's both the physical and the digital versions which are available until March. And then from there on out, they'll completely remove it from the shop and remove productions of the physical copies. Any thoughts on that, TakuStar?
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah,
what they're doing. I don't know why they're doing it, but we'll find out.
Yeah, it is kind of strange. Now, actually, I was kind of starting to theorize that maybe, because when you think about it, with all three of these games, 64, Sunshine, Galaxy, these are quite. Nintendo rarely ever price drop their games, so I think all three of these games alone, in a lot of cases, they're worth around $50 or $60, or maybe like 40 to £50 over here in the UK. So these games can be pretty expensive on their own, and having all three of these retail at the price of like a normal game is pretty good. Yeah,
that makes sense actually. If you think their price drops were never substantial or anything. So even today, even if you try to buy like Mario Galaxy 2 on the Wii, on the Wii, you're probably gonna fork out at least £30.
Exactly. Yeah. It doesn't come cheap. So what I'm thinking is that maybe after this period, they're gonna stop producing that and then just add them on the eShop, maybe, so you can just buy them individually or something along the lines of that. So I don't know, but it's once again kind of like with the Game & Watch device. This is going to be scalpers' haven, so they're gonna be jumping at the opportunity. I've been seeing reports as well of scalpers trying to sell pre-orders for up to £200. So yeah, it is kind of crazy. It is kind of ridiculous.
You have to get me a couple of copies then.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm getting very tempted just to get a digital copy and then order a physical. I pre-ordered the physical one already, but I'm getting tempted to maybe leave that one in the wrapper. Maybe that might be a huge collector's item. Collector's item in the future. I don't know, but either way, I'm tempted to get my hands on it. And guys, if to anyone else who's listening out there, grab those copies while you can, because I'm sure these will be like gold dust in the future. But yeah, and so that was until March 2021, which is when it will stop. But again, I do have a ton of things to say about this game. It just left a lot to be desired with the 3D All Stars, but still pretty cool. But one other thing as well that was kind of funny, they completely omitted Super Mario Galaxy 2. I don't think in the Direct, they even mentioned it once in the Direct. After this Super Mario 3D All Stars, they had a retrospective, so they went back from the original Mario Brothers all the way up until Odyssey, and Mario Galaxy 2 absolutely nowhere to be found. Once again, I think maybe it's to do with the whole prices. Nintendo maybe trying to not trying to bundle in too much more or too many games for that low price, because again, they could be making a lot of money or losing out on a lot of money if people decide to buy these instead of the individual games. So I think that's possible, but either way, even in the retrospective, no Galaxy 2. So super shafted Galaxy 2, I don't know, I
could see them releasing that as the standalone.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that as well. Maybe they'll remaster or at least upscale the resolution in that game and release it as a standalone. It's possible, but I don't know. That was just kind of funny. Maybe I think as well. Maybe Nintendo just list the individual the games that they see as brand new to the series, because in the retrospective they went to Super Mario Brothers and I believe they didn't show Lost Levels in there, and I know in Japan, because I watched the Japanese version as well, it went to Super Mario Brothers and it just went to Super Mario Brothers 3. they left out 2, which of course is Lost Levels for us. So I think maybe Nintendo are just cutting out the ones that they see as like add-ons, because again, Super Mario Bros. 2 / Lost Levels was sorry, I should say Super Mario Bros. 2 Japan / Lost Levels was just like an extension of the first one, and so maybe they don't see it as a new entry. And of course Galaxy as well is just an extension of Galaxy 1, so who knows, maybe they're just trying to go for the unique titles. But either way, Nintendo is where it is, I guess. So sorry, Galaxy 2 fans, it has been left out. It has been abandoned. But anyway, I think that was that pretty much wrapped up the entire Direct. Quite a few games and products there in total. And yeah, I mean, TakuStar, what do you think if you had to rate this one overall?
Probably like a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. Wow.
Yeah, I think like my it was just kind of it's the 35th anniversary. Like this is why I kind of compared to like when Sonic does anniversary things compared to Mario. When Sonic does like an anniversary every 5 years, there's always like a big thing. There's stuff happening throughout the year. Whereas Nintendo, they just like dropped us with this, and then like even like the games that were being dropped, like these are really good games, but they weren't. You know, the 64 was disappointing in the resolution. Like it's not even hitting 1080p. And for me, it was a bit weird. When you're with these directs, I think they should just be game focused. So it gets really messy. That's why like me, my attention span when it comes to I don't really care about merchandise.
Yeah, understandable.
It's like I don't want to see merchandise. I just want to see show me the game, show me what you're working on, show me what you have planned throughout the whole year. I thought they were gonna. I would have liked if they showed like the Mario movie.
Oh yeah, that's true. I completely forgot about that.
I thought that was gonna be a thing, but yeah, it was just it's a bit just like it's 35 years, but it didn't feel like I don't know. It just didn't feel like I don't know. It just
be desired. You think?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely felt like that with the Super Mario 64. That was definitely the lowest point, in my opinion. I mean, again, I don't want to sound too bratty, but I mean, I for a game that old, I kind of expected a lot more. But I mean, I have to admit, maybe I'm too optimistic. Maybe I have my nostalgia goggles on. Maybe the sun,
Nintendo juice. That's
maybe the brightness from Super Mario Sunshine, the sun was in my eyes or something. I don't know, but either way, I'd probably give this Direct maybe an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed a lot of the games, like the Super Mario 35, the Game & Watch machine, the I don't know, it was just really cool. I think it was because of the mini Directs as well. They've been so underwhelming.
So, yeah, they've been so underwhelming. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like this has probably been the best Direct this year so far.
Yeah.
But I was just going by the fact that it's Mario's 35th anniversary. Like, you'd at least like say, at least talk about the movie, But it's just like, I understand people like merch, but you could advertise this on your like Nintendo Instagram, and people be like, it's not really. That's why it's kind of like disappointing.
Yeah. No, I understand. For me personally, like this would have probably been much higher, like close to a perfect. If they had shown a bit more, well, if they had 64 like completely remastered, or at least having widescreen, that was a huge one for me.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm kind of hovering between 7.5 now, 7.5 to 8. It's just every time I talk about Mario 64, it just pulls my expectations or my opinions on this Direct right back down. So I don't know, but either way, it's probably 7.5 to 8. I don't know, so somewhere there, somewhere around that region. But yeah, I thought it was the most solid, as you mentioned, the most solid Direct we've had this year so far. So yeah, but again, that's not really something hard to beat. So there's that as well. But anyway, with that, TakuStar, do you have anything else you want to add to this, or do you feel like I missed anything?
Well, yeah. So everyone, so now I've created a Twitter, everyone. So if you can add me.
Oh yeah.
TakuStar_1. Just give me an ad. I'm still trying to figure out how to work Twitter properly. So and as usual, if you guys have any suggestions and stuff we should talk about in future podcasts, just drop by in the comment section, and we'll definitely take a look.
Yeah, cool. Actually, you rushing through to that to that
Oh,
promotion quickly.
oh,
Actually,
sorry.
I was talking about the direct. If there was anything
Oh,
that
my
we missed.
bad, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's all good though. I don't think we did miss anything else though. But yeah, I think you've about wrapped it up anyway. But yeah, no, thanks again for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed what you watched, then be sure to subscribe and hit that bell as well, and of course leave a like. It helps out a ton. And as TakuStar already mentioned, just let us know in the comments what you thought of this. I mean, what are your thoughts of this direct? Do you think it's more of a 5 like TakuStar, or are you more on my side, like around the 7.58? I don't know, maybe you thought it was a 1 out of 10, who knows? But either way, just let us know in the comments, and of course your suggestions for any other future podcasts. And with that, thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.